I hope everything is going great for you. I decided to get on here early this morning. You know, I go to bed late and I wake up early. I don't know what's up with my sleep pattern, but here I am. Here I am. How many of you are like that? Huh? Am I the only one who doesn't require a lot of sleep? You know, that rooster has to go to the country. That's one of the black sex links. Yeah, he's going to the country because he's giving me problems. So let me see if I could pull myself up, and I'll give a couple of seconds to see if anybody comes in. Let me get rid of this promotion. So today we're going to plant some more. Good morning, Erdeman Gardening Chronicles. How you doing? You're up early in Canada. I don't know if you're on the same timeline as Texas, but it's what 8:14 here, I think. Really early. And he's gonna give me problems this morning. This is a new rooster. I thought I sold all of them, but apparently at 9:15 here. Okay, okay, all right. My thing might be wrong because I might not have reset the time on this computer. I'm not sure. I think it's 8:15 though. Good morning, Furrow Full Circle Chick. Good morning, William Whitehead. How are you doing? Hey, that's one of my family names. One of my father's family names, Whitehead. They were from St. Croix. Yeah, that's a nice name. I might be a little biased. I'm giving out too much information, but yeah, my family, part of my family in St. Croix was they were the Whiteheads in St. Croix. So today I got some new stuff in. You're welcome, William Whitehead. You're welcome. You might be a family member, so I'm gonna be especially nice to you. So today I had there's certain things that I can't purchase in my area. Oh, by the way, my name is Jamerica, and the name of my channel is JamericaLife. If you like this channel, please remember to hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that for me. I surely would appreciate it, and I promise you, I always try to put out halfway decent videos. I'm not the best, but David Corey, you know my name. Good morning to you. Good morning. So there's certain things that I cannot. Who's that? Oh, I just saw somebody here. Marva. I didn't show up here yet. Oh, Marva Lawton. Good morning to you. So this is the early morning video for me. Official Jamia, good morning. So today's thing is about persimmons. So the only persimmons that I seem to be able to find in the local stores around here, Marva, oh, you're saying hi, are the Fuyu persimmons. And I can't, the American persimmons, I ordered those, but that didn't work out for me. Maybe I didn't water it enough during the wintertime. They all dried up. They never blossomed. However, I ordered 2 more persimmons, and I'm so excited about it because I heard so many good things about it from other YouTubers, not from the local community. However, there is a nursery out here who has some awesome looking persimmons, but I can't afford them because they too much money. What it was, it persimmons? No, it was figs. They had figs. I didn't see any persimmons there, which makes this even a better find. So you all know that if I can't find something in the local area, I go ahead and I order them. I'm sorry, I'm really far from you guys now. Let me move it closer. I order them from Etsy, from eBay, from Amazon. I order all kind of stuff, all kind of nurseries, or anybody who somebody else has said they use, or yeah. I usually only order from things that I hear from people in our community, or on YouTube, or someone I become familiar with, which is Etsy and eBay, right? So lately it's been Etsy. I've been going Etsy crazy because Etsy has a lot of plants for sale from different nurseries and local, owners in different states. And I know that citrus is kind of hard to get out of certain states, especially in Texas. If it's in soil, it's not going to make it here. They're not going to let it leave the state of Florida. At least I think there's some kind of bug in the soil there. However, persimmons don't have to have the same problem, because I've been getting these persimmons in. So I have 2 persimmons in today, and they weren't cheap, but they weren't expensive, because persimmons here in the local stores, at the big box stores, they're running about $65, $69, 69, 65. Sometimes you can find them for, no, they're running about that much. It used to be you could find them for about 40, but no more, no more. And the only ones I've been able to find here in the Austin area are Fuyu persimmons. And I'm not complaining, because I got 2 of them out there, and I have 1 in the greenhouse that I need to plant because I forgot to water it, and I watered it this morning. So today we're going to plant one, because I bought a small one, because a chocolate persimmon, that's one of them. The chocolate persimmon was a little expensive, so I got a small one, and it's sitting right on the table in that bag. Came in the mail. Usually when you order from, and I'm not an affiliate for Etsy, for eBay, for Amazon. I'm not affiliated with anybody. I'm not getting paid by anybody. I'm just telling you that since I've been ordering from Etsy, I've been getting some decent plants in, and they're not breaking the bank. I'm gonna have to put him up, because he's getting on my last nerve. Y'all know how I am. I don't play with these roosters. I don't care for most of them anyway. I brought one back, and here he go. Everybody got to show their butt while I'm on while I'm on live. David Corey with the crop. Try Food Forest Nursery and use the 10% coupon. You have one? Is it on your channel? What is the name of the coupon? Let me see. I think I saw one of you. Dave, how many chicks do you have right now? Hatched? About 29. I'm not counting the ones out here, because they're for sale. Chicks that have been hatched, because I just hatched some. And then I have the ones that I'm gonna put online to get rid of some of them, because I tried to hatch about, I don't mean to get on chicks, but I tried to hatch about, I think I had 42, and of those 42, only about 20, 25 of them were fertile. And they're cute, because they're coach and mix. That's why I got him over here. He's doing his thing right now. I don't mean to bring that up. You know I'm talking about, David. You got some roosters. I heard them in your yard. Anyway, so I ordered the chocolate persimmon, and then I ordered a coffee cake persimmon, and this one is huge. When I saw it in the box, I was like, wow, because I didn't expect it to be this big. Let me take this bamboo stick out of it. It came with a bamboo stick. So I have the coffee cake persimmon here. Look at that. And it came in its own pot, right? Let me open it up. I'm gonna move y'all out so y'all can see better. Take this out. I know, David, the Etsy shops, they're pretty decent. There's a lot of nurseries on there, believe it or not. A lot of small nurseries are there. So this is the coffee cake persimmon. And man, this joke is about 5 foot. You know I'm short, right? If y'all don't know, now you know. Super short. So here we are. There's our coffee cake persimmon. I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna try to get this plastic off, because they put it in newspaper on the bottom. So not only was it wrapped in a plastic bag, but, oh shoot, I didn't bring a scissors out here. But they have newspaper on the bottom, and they tape it to the bottom of the box. And this one, if you seen my other videos, they tape it to the bottom of the box so that it doesn't move and it doesn't break. They come in perfect condition. I think that from now on I'm gonna start ordering in spring only and summer, because I have ordered trees in the wintertime and some of them didn't make it because they sometimes the post office or the sometimes they'll pay for a decent delivery, but if you send it through the post office and you're not using Etsy, because Etsy will send you a message saying your stuff is here, and they'll tell you where they delivered it to. Because I look outside my door and I panic, because I have had I have had delivery guys deliver to the wrong address, and some neighbors will give it to you and others will just keep your stuff. So here we are. So this is our coffee cake persimmon. It's a little dry. It's a little dry, and they just, let me bring you down. I want you to see the root structure. They must have dug this out of the ground, because look at that. Right? And it's dry. And I don't want it dry. You don't want it to look like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some horticulture molasses and some water. I'm going to water this thing down. I'm not going to replant this thing right now. Man, I might have to. I think I'm going to replant this one in that pot. And then here's our chocolate persimmon right here. And I'm going to take the chocolate persimmon and put it in the coffee cake persimmon. So I'm just going to switch everyone up. I think that'll work. I hope it works. And if not, well, let's hope that my internet can go out to the yard and get a big container, because that's what I'm going to do. Make an executive decision. So let me stand you guys back up. And let's go ahead and get this thing planted. So I can't see the chat right now, so forgive me for a little while. Man, you're so far out. Bring it down and closer. So I have a container here. I've already put some spent soil in here. Let me get this trash out of the way. And I have some City of Austin compost. So because this root structure, and I want to keep this, I want to acclimatize this to the Texas weather, which is why I'm up potting. Persimmons seem to be super strong, but this thing has been in the house, sitting in the window, because it was in a box for I don't know how long. I don't know how long it was in the box, but I wanted to get it used to the sun again. So I had it in the house for about a week in its bag, and I tried to water it. Apparently I didn't do a good job because it's dried out. So we're gonna put this thing, persimmons like sun, but it ain't gonna like the Texas sun because it's over 100 degrees out here. So I'm gonna put it over there in the sun where it can get some sun, but not too much. I don't want to put it full blast in the Texas sun, and I don't want the Texas heat to hit it, because if it hits it, well, I probably won't have a tree any longer. Or maybe I'll just put it in the greenhouse. So this is just City of Austin, Texas, City of Austin compost. And I'm pulling up my persimmon, but underneath, let me show you this. See that? That's the graph line. Don't pull from up here, pull here. H2, I am. I'm gonna put some water in it, David. I got the water right here. So not only am I gonna give it a boost with some water, but I'm also gonna put some horticulture molasses in the water. Horticulture molasses helps with the root structure and makes you have strong roots. And that's what we want. I love the way it smells. It smells way better than fish emulsion. I don't like the way fish emulsion smells. And I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna water in here. Mix it up. And I'm kind of squeezing it. I want it to suck it up like a sponge. Every time you water, your soil is going to shrink. And when you water, you're going to notice that not all of your soil is going to get wet. Some of it's just going to run off. So once I get this muddy And this is good soil. I buy this soil all the time. Sometimes you buy soil and you think it's good and it turns out to be trash. Everything that looks good isn't good. Some things are superficial. Just like people. You want a soil that you're used to, something that that is reliable, something that has worked for you before. If you're a new gardener, you're gonna have to try out different things. Some soils are better than others. I'm just gonna tell you that. And if you get a bad soil, even though it might look good, well, your plants are not gonna do what they need to do. Look at that. This joker it's been in here for a while. Look at this root structure. I don't want to damage my plant, but look at that. That is wonderful. Fabulous. Fabulous. So I'm digging a hole. I'm going to loosen this up a little bit. It's not root bound, but I want to let it know that it has some extra room. I'm going to pull it to the side. And let me bring it closer. No, it's not deep enough. You take it out. Don't be afraid to restart. I'm gonna have to sweep this ground anyway. Taking some of this out. I gotta get this thing deeper. I want it to be buried right back to where it was. See where that started? That's what I want. I'm breaking my rule, holding it the wrong way. And this joker seems like it's getting bigger. The root ball. Oh, Lord. Let's see here. All right, Jamerica, don't tear up your plant trying to plant it. This is a huge root ball. Man. Making me rethink everything. All my decisions. It'll be all right. As long as I don't cover up the graft line, I'm good. So I'm pour this back in here. And tap it back in. It's still a bigger pot than where it came from. Hold it up. Can y'all tell I've done this before? A lot. Single-handedly picking up a bag of dirt. This pot is not good, big enough for this plant. But I'm gonna make it work. I gotta leave soil, enough room to water it. I'm trying to get as much soil in here as possible. Water it again. I just need you to survive, baby, until I get you in the ground. That's what I need you to do. And all the flies are like, what is that smell? That deliciousness. Do I smell sweets? I got something for these flies. I got a new trap for them where I can trap them and feed them to my chickens. I got a new thing for them. I want y'all to see something in this soil too. So when you think that you can plant your stuff organically, sorry y'all. You think you could plant your stuff organically? There's fertilizer already in the soil. There's nothing you can do about it unless you're gonna grow from seed, and then you're gonna have to make your own compost. And you don't know what your yard's in because they spray for mosquitoes around here. I don't know about y'all. So I'm gonna put a little bit more soil in there because I see way too many roots. See that? I don't want to see all that. So I gotta redo. do. And I got a mess. He just cleaned up. You gonna talk about me? He cleans up better than I do. I'll try. He's gonna know. He's gonna know what I did, that I made a mess. Cause I don't do it. I ain't the best house cleaner or the yard cleaner. Y'all might know that from looking at my garden. I try though. Give me a A for having an effort. I know efforts with an E, but give me an A for trying. I attempt. You can tell I try. I got dirt everywhere. It's too late now, girl. We put a little bit more on horticulture. I got two of these pitchers, so I'm not worried about using this whole container to get this thing watered down. I gotta do what I gotta do, so this thing don't break my heart. I hate when plants die. Oh, I get so upset. And I usually blame myself. Say, you did something wrong. Usually it's lack of watering. So I got this thing in, and because the bottom of it was wet, it's holding on to the water and slowing it down so that the top gets the opportunity to soak it in. And believe it or not, these dry soil takes a lot of water to get wet, to get really, wet. But the tree will thank you, especially when you got horticulture molasses in it. In my opinion, this is the best way, especially if you have bare roots trees, to plant your trees. You give them the opportunity to thrive, and you can control it more. It's in the ground. Well, you don't know what's in that ground. Another thing is, if you're reusing your soil, because I was going to reuse some soil and I tipped it over. I didn't even take that bucket. It was full of some kind of white bug. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was, but I wasn't going to use it. So let me go back to molasses. George David Corey, molasses is good. Gardening is great. How you doing? David Corey, you know you be growing, girl. I saw your watermelons, by the way. I had watermelon envy. My watermelons are like this. But I didn't join the competition because I knew I'm not there yet. Yeah, you probably. I saw the watermelons. I saw the one you harvested, and then I was looking around at the other ones. I was like, he holding out. So, all right. Let's get the other one. So we got one planted already. I need to get a class from you because my watermelons are struggling. I think it's because I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I'm not giving them enough room. I don't know. Maybe no, because I want to use that side for something else. I'm gonna start amending my soil in that corner. Let me show y'all something. On the other side of the coop, we're talking about gardening, so I could do this. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't see y'all sitting there. You see that? See that right there? That square, the green square? I'm going to take some of this chicken manure, because that's what's in here, and I'm going to put it in that square, and then I'm going to cover it for about until early spring next year. I'm going to cover it. I'm going to cover it, uncover it, and cover it again to kill off the seeds. I'm going to let the seeds come up, the weed seeds or the grass seeds or whatever's growing over there. I'm going to let them come up, and then I'm going to cover it again and wipe it out, because these weeds in Texas are different. You can't just pull them out of the ground. I see people in Georgia and all that stuff just pulling their stuff out the ground and saying, okay, I'm just going to weed, and they just voila, pull it out. Not here. You're going to dig that joker out. They are well rooted. So we're going to move our Coffeecake persimmon to the side. Yeah, it's draining now. And I wrote Coffeecake PER on here. I'm gonna put that right here. Y'all know I turn my tags in. What are these birds doing? In there fighting. I'm gonna take some more of them out to the country. soon. This week. I need to expand my coop. I have to call somebody to help me because I can't do it by myself. But I'm taking them out of here. Out of here. People are calling though. They're buying them like 8 to 10 at a time. So they sell, but they usually do not want pullets. They don't want the small ones. They want full-grown hens. And full-grown hens, they're not full-grown till like 6 to 8 months. 6 to 8 months. That's when they start laying. So it takes a while to get them up to that stage. So out in the country though, it goes quicker because I ain't got to deal with them. All right. Irresponsible, I know. So here is our chocolate persimmon. I told you these people, it says, oh, thank you, thank you. I don't know if this was a nursery or not. I just, oh, here it is. I left a little tag in here. See, and it's in a 1 gallon pot. And it's drying out. It's a good thing I got them out of the house. I watered them when they came in. But apparently, I told you, I didn't water them enough. They drank up all that water. It's a good thing I didn't wait any longer. You know, you procrastinate and say, hey, tomorrow I'll do that. I've been so busy. And I'm sorry if I'm missing everybody in the chat. Who is that? Soul Patrol 43. How you doing? See how the newspapers all dried out? It wasn't like that when it came in. When they come in, this whole thing is damp. That over there. So here's what the chocolate persimmon looks like. And I've heard such great things about it. Now, there's also fertilizer in here. So, you know, actually, the government has taken over the name organic. They got tired of us talking about things that are organic. All you can say is natural. And I can't even say that because this is this has got fertilizer in it. Can't say organic. You gotta get certified for that apparently. I don't know if they're gonna hold anybody's feet to the fire, but all them people talking about organic, especially in areas where you got neighbors spraying all kind of stuff. Not to say that my neighbors are, because they don't, but you don't know. Sometimes the city comes through and they want to get rid of these mosquitoes because they don't want a malaria outbreak. I mean, it's for our protection, but they release stuff into the air to keep the bug population at bay, because it can get really bad out here, especially since it's been raining a lot. I know that we had another flood up in Georgetown. What, today is day 3? It's been flooding in Texas, and that's just north of Austin. What is it? You go from Austin, Round Rock, yep, and then Georgetown, where it flooded. So here's the coffee cake persimmon. I'm gonna take this little stick out of here because I don't need that anymore. And we're gonna put this one into this pot. See how much bigger it is? I love it when a plan works out. So I'm gonna move you back. We want to get this one in here with some City of Austin compost. Mosquito just bit me. Great. Great. Yes, it flooded in Georgetown. It's if you got to go on YouTube because it's not being advertised. Still flooding out here. And it's showing up because that's in my area. Scary. Some of the places that flooded here in Texas didn't even make the news. Wimberley. Some of them flooded and nobody knew about it. Wimberley, New Braunfels. Anyway, I feel so bad for everybody. I think 20-something people are pronounced gone, and maybe 100. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think so. It's on YouTube. Look it up. Georgetown flooded. 100 people displaced. So the mosquito population out here is getting higher because of the dampness and the still water. If water is running, you don't have much of a problem with mosquitoes, but once it settles and just sits there, that's why they tell you to dump any pots that you have full of water, because still water is where mosquitoes breed, unless you put something in there like mosquito bits or mosquito dunks. or you have mosquito fish to eat it, because the still water is where they breed. And that's when we have floods like that, and then the water just settles and sits there for a while. It just gets outrageous. So they've had to spray. Might have, I don't think it flooded in Austin, but I could be wrong. I think I did hear a little bit about that, but I'm not sure. But that's the Austin area. Georgetown is Austin area. I think a chief also got he also got stuck in the flood. I don't know if he made it or not though. Double check it. I could be wrong. I hope so. So here is the chocolate persimmon. Right? Oh, Lord have mercy. This thing is wrapping around. It's been in here for a while. And I'm holding it below the graft line. Let me show you this one's graft line. Get closer to you. See that? And I'm going to pull you closer. Come with me. So there, see that? Oh, shoot, I just made a mess. See that? That's where the graft is. I'm not good at grafting, and I was going to try to start doing tissue culture until I found out how dangerous it is. Then I was like, no, not for me. I'm too clumsy. I don't need to work with corrosive material. Hence the dirt all over the place. I can't even keep the ground clean, much less a lab. When I saw that girl with her little lab stuff on, I was like, nah, Jamerica, that's not you. You need to work with natural stuff like this. No chemicals. So this is not deep enough. Put some more in here. So that was the end of my hopes and dreams for tissue culture. I'll just do cuttings. That's safer. I don't need no Petri dish plants. Unless I'm propagating it in sand. I ain't doing that. And what really got me is that the woman that I've been watching, her hand is all bandaged up. I was like, what happened to her hand? I ain't doing that. I ain't gonna end up like that. And then I won't be able to do what I want to do. I'll just pay for the tissue culture if I buy it, if I get it. I ain't gonna risk my life for tissue culture. Did I say enough? Take the dirt that it was in, put that in there. If that's dirt, maybe I shouldn't have used it. Sorry, I still got some compost. Put some more compost in there. Texas native, yay. I'm not a Texas native, but I am now. I'm a foster Texas native. How about that? My family always did say, well, I don't know why you was born in the city. You ain't a city girl. My cousins, and I have a lot of them, they were like, you don't even sound like you come from here no more. Where have you been? Like, whatever, guys. Whatever, dudes. Just because y'all stayed in New York City don't mean I had to. All right. Here we go. Okay, I got it nice and seeded. I might have to put some more soil in here after I water it. I know I'm gonna have to. Because the soil always drops after you water it. Always. That over here. I use way less soil than I thought I was gonna have to use. And that's because I was gonna put that in a big old barrel. And then I was like, wait a minute, this is a persimmon, it's going in the ground. I only put them in those big tubs when I'm not gonna replant them. Here it is. More horticulture molasses. Whatever I don't use for these plants, I go ahead and give it to the rest of the plants around here. They'll be happy for it. Everything like sugar, right? including plants. Who knew? Let me get this one. Some more. Caging myself in. Don't do this every day, but when you initially plant them, you make sure you water these jokers well. Water follows the path of least resistance. Just because you think that it's watered in doesn't mean that it is. It might be just running out of a crack in the side of the pot. Just like that, we're done. Pull my britches up. So, David Corey, none of the storms do they broadcast? Yeah, they don't. If they think, you know, I guess it wasn't as bad as the one that happened, what, southeast of here, but it was bad. Any life lost to a flood is bad. That's not a good way to. I mean, you could hear in some of the videos, you can hear people screaming. They don't edit out that stuff when you're not on the national network. That you hear them calling for God and everything. They say when somebody's really scared, there's two things that they usually call for: their mama and God. And and you know what gets me? And I don't mean to get on this, but most of the time, some of the time, people don't say they don't believe in it, but they call on him. When things get really bad, they shoot. I guess they want to just check that box if they're a doubter or if they don't believe, to make sure that they acknowledge and try to go to the right place at the last minute. Same over here. David Hens go. Let me see. None of the storms they broadcast long. No, I saw it on I think it's called Crux, CRUX. And it could be wrong, but sometimes when things like that get broadcasted and you hear stuff like that, it's real. It's real. But I can't vouch for them. I'm sure if it was disinformation, it wouldn't still be up on YouTube because they would have got rid of it. Urban Gardening Chronicles, same over here. David, hands gone up. What are y'all talking about? I missed a lot. Let me see. David Corey, hands cost $25 here. Yeah, that's how much I sell mine for. Yep, 25. That's what they cost. You know how much work it takes to grow? You know, David, hands ain't easy to grow. And unless you think about all the money you spend feeding these jokers, unless you free range. And if you free range, you ain't gonna have a lot of them for long, because y'all know there's hawks, falcons. That's why I have netting all over here. There's all kind of predators that like chickens. But feeding these jokers ain't cheap. And keeping them, well, they're easier to keep alive than turkeys. Them doggone turkeys gave me, I took a L this year on turkeys. I'm supposed to be going to Luling to pick up some more, try my hand at it again, because turkeys, you can sell for $100 each. Turkeys is good business, especially during Thanksgiving. Like that time where people get nostalgic, you can sell them, they go quick. So turkeys are good business, but man, my first set of turkeys, and I mean to get on this because, you know, I'm a poultry person. My first set, I had 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 4 of them. 2 passed away. Okay. This year was far worse. And then I went to TSC because that's where I got this set of turkeys from. And I said, man, I ain't gonna buy no more because they have them for like $12. And I said, I ain't gonna buy no more because they're hard to keep alive. And she said, are you keeping them with the chickens? I said, yeah, because they're little chicks. I'll put them all in the same place, right? She said, don't do that. She said that the feces of the chicken chicks, carry some kind of disease that take your turkeys out. So this time when I get them, I'm gonna isolate them until they're freaking grown, and then I'll put them in there. I have 1 turkey left. 1. And how many did I keep? How many did I have? 7? Count that up. It might have been more than 7 because I kept on trying. I was like, ah. Anyway, let's see. Urban Gardening Oh, now who is this? Deborah Theodore. Good morning. I finally caught a live. Yes, We planted persimmons. We planted persimmons right here. Right here. See that? Oh, I forgot my tag for this one. So here is my chocolate persimmon tag. And I'm walking through mud now, but it's okay. It's okay. Chocolate persimmon, and this one is a coffee cake persimmon. They're both going in the ground. I'm not sure when I'm going to put this one in the ground, but this one, once it gets cooler and we get some rain, some decent rain where it saturates the soil, because it's starting to crack out here in central Texas. The ground is starting to open up again in this area because we didn't get the rain that everybody else got. We got a drizzle. I think that was the day Georgetown got it. We got a drizzle down here in Austin. We didn't get it. Well, down here in South Austin, we didn't get it. So here is the coffee cake persimmon, which is beautiful. And here's my chocolate persimmon, which is equally as beautiful. But this one is not going in the ground until probably spring of next year. I got to check to see if persimmons require a dormant period. I got to see, because some plants like apples, pears, they require some chill hours. I'm not sure about persimmons because it's the first year I'm planting them. But I started off strong. This is what? I got 3 in the ground. I got 1 over here. What is that one called? I don't even know what that one is. Izu persimmon. I got an Izu persimmon in a pot that needs to go on the ground. So I got 2, 4, and this is 2 more. So I got 6 of them that I know of. I might have another persimmon out there where the trees are. I've been slowly planting a lot of stuff, a lot of trees into tubs. Please let me know if we get lost, because I'm moving out. I got a new internet provider, so it should be better. This loquat, and I got it from the big box store. Y'all see that? I hope so. Man, I can't put a loquat in the ground, so I'm gonna grow it in a container. Every year, it was okay. It was in the ground until we got a freeze, and then they were gone. And I wanted to cry, because I have a neighbor, 2 blocks down? I call neighbors, the whole neighborhood I call neighbors. I have a neighbor 2 blocks down that has a loquat in their front yard, and it's doing just fine. I don't know. Every year, the weather is different out here in Texas. You can't call it. Some years, down in central Texas, some years it's really warm, like 55 degrees. I'm complaining when it's 55 sometimes. I'm like, oh my God, it's so cold. And then some years we hit below 0. And you don't know. You could go to sleep and it'll be around 70 degrees during the day. And then that night it just drops. And it keeps dropping. Hence the greenhouse. I need to get another one because I have some trees that, man, the avocado trees are about 7 feet tall now. The ones that I planted from seed. Let me close this thing up so I don't make y'all look. Sorry, y'all. So I don't mess y'all up. But look, those are the avocado trees I planted from seed. Way up there. That is 1 year of growth from seed. Where's another one? Planted another one that came up. I don't know where I put it. I have so many plants. Let's see. Where's that other avocado? Don't know where it is. It's gone. But I planted them like this. We'll see if we get anything. And if I don't, well, I got a beautiful plant. But now that it's so tall, somebody told me to chop it down, which I might do in fall. Bring it down so that I could just bring it down to about here so I can get it into this little greenhouse, because greenhouse isn't that big. Greenhouse at its highest point is about maybe 6 feet. And this thing is way taller than the greenhouse. See that? Back to persimmons. I just love trees, fruit trees especially, and trees that put out fruit in general. I used to look at my yard. I used to like pretty trees. And then I was like, once I realized that I needed to grow fruit trees, because I put a few fruit trees out. I put those 3, because that's a lime tree right here. That's a lime tree right there. And it has limes on it, way on the top. I guess it don't want me to pick it. And then I got 2 out there, and then I have that one peach. No, I have 2 peach trees. One has never produced. I'm getting ready. It's been there for about, I'll give it 1 more year. And then I'm going to do what Broke does. Get rid of it. Broke and So Good Garden. They be like, if it don't produce, just get rid of it. Because it's taking up space that I could use for my figs. Anyway, so that's my art. Good morning. That's my art. How you doing? Lynette Lawrence, how you doing? How you doing? Yes, it's Tuesday. Tuesday, fig day. Chocolate fig and coffee cake fig. 2 rare ones purchased from Etsy. So y'all could look for them. I recommend it, and the flies are just going mad at the roots of this thing because they could smell the horticulture molasses, because it smells like molasses. Anyway, I've been on here for about 40 something minutes. Does anybody have any questions about any of the plants that I have around here? Well, I have a bunch. Chocolate mint. Y'all know chocolate mint you could propagate, right? You just chop it off, put it in some water, let it root, and put it in another pot. Then I gotta move this before I poke myself. Then I have mojito mint. I didn't grow these from seed. Please don't say fig. I love it. Me too. And you know, I've seen figs at the supermarket, right? But you don't see them often because they don't ship well. You love Urban Gardening Chronicles. You like mojito? I didn't grow this from seed, by the way. I didn't grow it from seed. The chocolate mint, I didn't have any success in growing chocolate mint, but here it is. And then the mojito. And by the way, don't put this in your ground unless you want to take over your entire yard. My mom did that. Her whole backyard has mint just everywhere. And it's happened. How many years has it happened? It took over a year. It's been 8 years, maybe longer. The whole backyard is full of mint. She can't grow anything else. And mint has those sticks. It sticks. But here's the mojito mint right here. I haven't drank a mojito in years, but maybe I should try to make one since I have the plant. Don't put it in a container. I'm just warning you. They drop roots. Kind of like, I'm gonna close my stand, since my internet seems to be doing better. Kind of like these blackberries and raspberries. I put them in containers because I got clay soil out here and they have been passing away on me. But since I put them in containers, look, they're beautiful. They are beautiful. I don't know what this is. This is a Violetta de Bordeaux right there. This is tissue culture. Was, by the way, was tissue culture. Let me move this out the way. See that? Put it behind here. This Violetta de Bordeaux. And these are pomegranates that I planted from a pomegranate I got from the supermarket. Oh, my new one. I'm getting on a tangent now because I'm getting real excited about this. Y'all ever heard of Jerusalem artichokes? Some people don't like them because they say that they make their stomach. I've read many times about the mint family. It's invasive, so I planted in pots. Yes, Lynette Lawrence, yes. What did I miss somebody? Go back here. My Violetta is finally fruiting. Oh, I can't wait. That was a tissue culture. It was about that big when I got it. I got some tissue culture that I just planted. I don't know if y'all saw the video yet. I think you did. I think I put that one out already. You know, y'all know I do videos in advance, right? Except for the lives. This one is the brown turkey that I just planted. Yes, Jerusalem artichokes. I'm sorry you bring me back to point because I'm standing right next to it. This is going to go in the ground soon. I ordered them, I think, from Etsy. Yep. No, I didn't. This, So I'm a cheapskate, okay? I'm frugal. You can't tell by the stuff I buy, unless it comes to plants, the trees. I ordered some Jerusalem artichokes because I couldn't find them nowhere. But I went to what's that the drop. I can't remember. But I ordered them fresh, and I planted them. Do you know they came up? All of them, and I'm gonna put them in the ground. Jerusalem artichokes are a prebiotic, which sometimes makes people get very, make them flagellate a lot. That's where people don't like them. One person said, well, initially it's going to make you a little gassy and then it'll go away. It's actually very good for your stomach. And I think it might clean up some other body parts. But here are some more. I just watered these. They were wilting. So I'm trying to decide where to put them because they are just like mint. They will take over. So you put them somewhere. That's why I got on that. So you put them somewhere that they're not going to be able. Yeah, very good, David. Yes, very good for your gut health, your microbiome in your stomach. They're not a probiotic, a prebiotic. They're a, let me see. They're different. They affect different parts of your body, but they the artichokes, they say it's survival food, but a lot of people don't care for it. Oh, and here is another one. Azure Standard. That's where I ordered it from. I just ordered some Jerusalem artichokes, about, I think it was about 3 pounds. And look, order food that can grow or buy food that can grow. Taro's the same way, or edos, the same plant. Go ahead and go to the supermarket, get some edos or some taro. They call it taro in the store. And put it in the ground, or put it in a, better yet, put it in a pot like I did, where you can control it, and it'll grow. It'll grow, and it's gonna be there for a while, and it's gonna grow underground. It's another thing I got from Azure Standard. I could not grow this joker, stevia. Do you grow blue vervain? No, I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna look it up. Now you got me perplexed. You got me interested. Blue vervain, no. At nighttime, I let their loop run. And sometimes you're watching one person and then it'll go to somebody you have never seen before, right? And that's how you learn some new stuff. I don't necessarily, some people say it's shadow banning, and maybe it is. But if you want to learn new stuff, you got to listen to a bunch of different people, because I didn't know about Jerusalem artichokes. Well, I knew about artichokes. And what is another name for it? I didn't know about Jerusalem artichokes, or that you could grow them and they were so prolific, until about 2 months ago. Blue vervain is at the Caribbean store, and you can, let me see. Let me go over here and see what y'all are saying. Blue vervain, I've never heard of it. It's not necessarily that I didn't eat it though. It might have a different name. Let's see. Blue vervain is at the Caribbean store, and you can try it first. Tastes good as a tea. Blue vervain. Huh. I don't know it. I know cerasee, because I grow cerasee. That's cerasee right there, which is bitter melon. I ain't growing bitter melon for the melon. I'm growing it for the leaves. I harvest these leaves, dry it out, and use it as tea. It's called clean out. So y'all can look it up. But I've never heard of blue vervain. What Caribbean, because not all Caribbeans are the same. Not all Caribbean islands. It's in the Jamaican store? I've never seen it. It's in Jamaica, so maybe you just didn't know the name. You know how many bush tea I've drank? It's possible that I've had it, because when I go to Jamaica, I go to the local Rastas and I ask them for remedies. I had a friend who went with me, and he had back surgery, and his back was bothering him because we had to sit on the plane a long time here from Texas all the way to Jamaica. Did we stop? I think we stopped. I think that's the only reason why he was okay. Because he has serious back. So he's like, oh my God, my back is killing me. My back is hurting, it's hurting, it's hurting. So we went to the local Rasta with his bottles. He had bottles everywhere, reused bottles. And I said, hey, he needs something for his back because his back is hurting. And the guy was like, drink this, a shot of this every morning. And I think by day 2, his backache was gone. It might have been those salt water, but Rasta said it was going to work, and it did. I didn't take any. Well, no, I did. Because he was afraid to, because some people say, my mom is like that. She don't drink or eat from nobody she don't know. She's like, that's a bad habit. But me, I'm more adventurous, depending on where it come from. Rasta man, yeah, that Rasta man helped him. He was not in pain until he got back to Austin. He was fine, and we were there a long time. We was there 7 days, 7 total days. So we landed day 0 and left day 8. And he said that by day 2, no pain, but he also went into the salt water, so it might have been the ocean that took it away too. I also heard Jerusalem artichokes or sunchokes. That's what it is, Lynette and Lawrence. Thank you. Hello, LGGG. How you doing? LGG said, I grow bitter melon also in 7B, growing for the leaves also. Yeah, I'm using it for the leaves. That's all I want. I don't. But this thing is invasive. This will choke out everything. Don't put it in none of your plants because it'll start wrapping it around. And I got it everywhere because I wanted a whole bunch of it. I got it in that little tower right there too. And then I have it down there. And down there near the sunchokes or the artichokes. Thank you for giving me that refresher because I forgot what else it was called. But every now and then I have to pull it off because it has those little tentacles that it wraps around everything. But yeah, you can use the leaves of that joke and it's clean out. My mom says it's for, sometimes people eat things because they eat a lot of natural stuff in Jamaica. And sometimes you get worms. And in order to clean your stomach out, that's one of the things, that and bush tea. Bush tea is just, they call it bush tea, but bush tea is just a concoction of a bunch of stuff. My grandmother used to say bush tea, go out there and pick this. I didn't even know what I was picking half the time. She had all kind of her friends. Duval City Girl Gardner, how you doing? I just harvested my bitter melon. Now I'm going to collect the leaves. Thank you. Look it up. Make sure it's not going to affect, if you have any health problems, make sure you check, because sometimes these plants are the plants that they use to make actual prescriptions, and it might affect something. If you have any prescriptions, it might affect it. So make sure you look it up and make sure it's not going to affect it. Just example, high blood pressure, you're not supposed to eat grapefruit. Just an example. So let's see, LGG, I have LGGG love. I have a shot of bitter wood, clove, bitter melon, and aloe every morning. Okay. I don't do it every morning because that stuff is awful. Even when I make the tea, I steep it. I let it sit there until the water turn a different color. I don't let it stay. I learned that when I was a little girl. I learned to steep. Who's getting beat up? Oh, Lord. What's going on? I see somebody getting crushed. I got to go in here. Sorry. Chicken drama. Yep, it's getting crushed. Get off of it. How'd you do that? Just a minute, y'all. I got a little chick here that I don't know what you did, fool. Move. And it's crying. Move. And it's making it worse. Come on. I'm going to have to take him out of this. Oh, Lord. There you go. All right. When they're little, they get in some predicaments. Put this broom right here. And somebody else got stuck up on it. I ain't going to show you that. Oh, God, I'm going to get him out this cage because this ain't working for me. I'm losing chicks. That's the second one I saw. They got up under the cage just like that one. And lost its life. Oh, I get upset when that happens. I thought that they would be safe in there, but apparently not. I need to get them up out of there. Anyway, guys, this is the coffee cake. Nice and true, David. What did I miss? What did I miss? LGG, I think that perennial zone 7B and my surprise. I find them growing back places where I originally planted. It blows my mind. I thought they would die permanently. Experiment in the garden. What are you talking about? Jamaica sorrel blood pressure. Oh, yeah. Unless you put a bunch of sugar in it, then it's going to give you a problem with cholesterol and all other kind of thing. Because when people grow sorrel, or what do y'all call it? Jamaican hibiscus. There's other names. Some people call it roselle. Jamaicans call it sorrel. If you put a bunch of sugar in it, which most people do, and alcohol, because that's how you make the drink, with ginger, alcohol, and what else do we use? Sugar. A lot. It's not good for you then. So let me see. What else did I miss? Did you know artichokes are in the sunflower family? No, I didn't know that. But they do grow tall, so I'm not surprised. But they're invasive, so you make sure that, you know, I'm gonna put them in a place where I ain't gonna mind them spreading their roots. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get off because I got a chick that is in distress, if it's still alive, and I'm a little worried about it that it's not, and I don't want to leave it in there. Bitter melon, proven to be a perennial in 7B. So I'm gonna bring my plant. I'm afraid to bring it in though. Maybe I'll bring it in the house because it spreads out and it chokes everything else. It's invasive. Apparently, I put a mango seed in here because the mango is being overtaken. I know what mango leaf look like. It's being overtaken by this thing. See? Nino and Lo, how you doing? Oh, can you watch the replay? Because I'm getting ready to get off. I'm so glad you came to visit with me. I'm so glad you came to visit with me. We did a lot. We planted a chocolate persimmon and a coffee cake persimmon. One's big, one's small. See that? So we got that done. I always try to do something, you know, that is, you know, natural, or some using my hands when I get on there. So save them in the greenhouse, but I'm afraid it's gonna take over LGGG. I'm afraid it's gonna take over the rest of the plant because they're invasive. They'll just cover up everything, and then I'll have a bunch the cerasee or the bitter melon will be alive, but everything else will be suffering, getting strangled. Anyway, this is Jamerica with JamericaLife. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will. Before we leave, remember to hit that like button. Hit that like button so I could this channel could get pushed out. I appreciate everybody for being with me. I got somebody laying an egg. Cut back regular. Okay, I'll cut it back because I know that it takes over. I'm gonna have to pull it off of my. Oh. I hope that, thank you, David. It's always nice talking to Texans and everybody else. Everybody is welcome because I know everybody's getting that heat. That Texas heat. Y'all know how we feel, 100 degrees? Lord have mercy. If that's happening in New York, my mama is suffering. Well, she probably got her grandson to put the air conditioner in the window unit, because it's hot. And opening the window at 100 degrees, well, that ain't gonna work. It's just gonna bring in more heat. This is Jamerica with JamericaLife. I thank everybody for being with me. I'm having too much drama here. I gotta go. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one, all right? Remember to like and subscribe, and y'all take care and keep growing. Bye, y'all.